Welcome back to lovely San Francisco, or Daly City. Nah, I can't do. We just having fun out here. A little scooter gang going. Hell yeah. 2 wheels, man. Gotta love it. Anyways, we're back out here again. I was recording this yesterday, but the video footage I got sucked. I lost the little buckle mount thing, which brings me to the point of this whole video, honestly, because they don't sell the little mounting buckle. If you don't know what I'm talking about or don't know the specific name, I'll hopefully post up some sort of a picture or thing somewhere. But yeah, obviously GoPro, the company, whoever owns them, they don't sell that little mounting buckles on their own. You have to go get a whole separate kit, and the cheapest one that I found was those swivel mounts. It literally comes with the exact mounting buckle that I need. Super annoying, but obviously that's how they do it. So I ended up having to spend almost another $30 just for that stupid, just to get this little piece of plastic, essentially. And that brings me to the point of this video, is that I was looking for a way to record my audio from my helmet. And everything that I found, you know, everyone is, you know, you have to buy all of these mics and get of course the GoPro, that media pod thing, which is super annoying, because that's almost $100 essentially after taxes, and that's all just so you can record audio to the GoPro SD card, right? And I couldn't help but wondering, I mean, there's got to be a way to just record audio to your phone, right? Like, there's going to be a little bit more legwork involved afterwards, in the sense of just moving audio files from your phone and then syncing it up with the video footage, sure. But I don't want to spend $100. 100 plus, really, because you're gonna have to buy another separate mic, everything. That just seems crazy. So I was just sitting there thinking, like, there's gotta be a way, like, I mean, I can record stuff on my phone. So if it can capture video, then it can capture audio. I mean, it obviously captures audio. So that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know if you can see, like, there's, oh, actually, yeah. I forgot that I have my camera on, so maybe you can see the waveform happening as we're riding. And I am just capturing all of this with my Cardo mic onto my phone, Bluetooth connected, of course. And then I'm just syncing it all together later. There is a little audio feedback on the GoPro. Especially here, like on the highway you don't hear it, but when I'm sitting in traffic, you can hear that echo. But otherwise, I tried the setup yesterday. And other than my GoPro camera just being at a weird angle, and it did kind of bug out, and it started catching audio from the phone rather than the Bluetooth mic, which is what I had set as the primary. But anyways, yeah, that's what we're capturing. Or at least that's what I'm trying out. Because I don't want to have to spend $100 just to capture audio for something that I'm really just doing as a hobby, you know? I can see, like, if you're doing a really super high-end production, then, like, okay, maybe you want, you know, a separate mic, the actual media pod thing, although honestly at that point I would just go with the 360, depending on what their audio setup is. I can just record this to my phone. This app that I have costs $5. I'll probably go over that a little bit just because I think this is the best audio recording app that I could find. The others that were recommended asked for a subscription service, which I understand. It does bring in a steady stream of income for those companies, but I can appreciate just being able to buy the app once and being done. And it was $5. Like, the other app is like $20 a year. The app that I got was $5 for life. So, and all I really needed is the ability to record from my Bluetooth headset, you know? Like, actual sound condition may not be as important, honestly. Well, maybe later sound quality might be more of a concern, but I mean, I'm just doing this as something just for fun, hobby, hopefully a bit of a side hustle, because if you know anything about the Bay Area, we definitely always need more money. Because despite popular belief, not everybody living in the Bay Area is a tech millionaire. Most of us are not. So it would be great. But honestly, this is just a little hobby, and you know, for anybody, what's going on here? Go stay, go stay, go stay, go stay. No? I mean, for anybody who's just like getting into this like I am, you know, and maybe you just want to record some of your rides, maybe you just want to record whatever else, you know? And you don't really know, you know, where all this is going. Like, that's cool. Well, I like it. Anyway, so as you can tell, hopefully you can tell, we're gonna see how all of this turns out, but you know, this setup works really well. The Cardo mic is decent enough. It captures the audio that I need. I don't need to buy $100 worth of equipment. I mean, this is of course assuming that you have a Cardo and you've already spent the $250 or $400 for that. I have the last generation Cardo, so it can only connect like to 2 people or something, or one other person, I think. But I'm not super concerned about that. I don't really do many group rides, and so that's kind of okay for me, honestly, at the point that I'm at. And I think for most people, this is probably just a good, like a solid setup. Oh, here we go. We're in it now. I always try to say thank you to people who kind of slide over a little bit. You know, you have to realize, like, it's not an obligation, but it's cool when they do, you know? Boy, this part for splitting is kind of shitty. But anyways, yeah, so hopefully this is gonna work out, because I'd like to just kind of pursue this, you know? I do find it fun to just kind of share some rides, and you know, I'm definitely not an expert on anything about motorcycles. I only just started myself about a year ago. So I guess these videos are just going to be for all of us other noobs out there who are just getting into motorcycles and are just loving it, because it is awesome. And maybe we can save ourselves a little money, you know, in the process. So I'll show you the whole setup that I do. You know, it doesn't take, you don't have to get any extra wires or split your mic into like something else, or get the media pod and try to connect it to your GoPro or any of that. Like, if you have a Cardo, you have the GoPro, and you have a phone. That's all you need. Like, that's it. Nothing else. You don't need all the other stuff. Okay? We're not we're not making high budget content here, okay? Well, I do believe, like, where there's a will, there's a way. And this is one of those times where it just makes sense. Like, I don't want to buy all of that extra crap. Like, they want us to buy it, but f that. Thought they were gonna start moving? Nope. Probably on their phone. Who knows? They pulled over to the side, so hey. So yeah, round and round to the points we go. But basically, hopefully this helps you guys just save some money on this, you know? Also, I'll probably do like a little video on like doing hills, because I see some people having trouble with hills, and I don't know where you're living, but I mean, I don't think any of those videos are coming from the Bay Area, because there is no way that you can have trouble with hills in the Bay Area and still be riding a motorcycle. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So that might be fun. Cardo, phone, GoPro. And that's it. That's what you're hearing right now. And I think it's working pretty well, honestly. The app does kind of bug out, I think, at times though, so that might be one issue. And that's where having a direct connect system would be really useful. Because when I was recording yesterday, there's some point in the middle of the recording where I don't know, it just forgot that it was supposed to be on the Bluetooth mic, I guess, because it was obviously catching audio from the speaker itself, the phone speaker, not the Bluetooth speaker. So not sure what happened there, but oh well. It is a beautiful day in San Francisco right now, though, I gotta say. But yeah, so super easy setup. Like, don't go spending money on like a bunch of crap that you don't need. I mean, they're setting it up like that, and maybe at some point, if it's really worth the money and you're really, like, you're being super professional about it, then maybe it's worth it. But dude, you can record your mic audio to your phone. You already bought the GoPro, or a 360, potentially a 360. So don't go spending any more money if it's not necessary. don't need to. This setup works super well, or well enough anyways for what I'm doing. And I mean, everybody's got a phone, right? And again, assuming you have a Cardo. This is assuming you have a Cardo, or some sort of a Bluetooth device. Although I'm pretty sure like everyone at this point has some level of speakers in their helmet. Hopefully this is gonna help some of you guys out. You know, if you're just getting started with this, make it a little cheaper, make it a little easier. It's always something we can figure out, guys. So try this out and see what you think. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by this app. I mean, I think you can tell by my subscriber count and the amount of views this video is probably getting that I would not be sponsored by anything. I'm just, I don't know, promoting this because it's just a solid app. You know, it's good enough for what I need it to do. Give love to the scooter bros, man. 2 wheels is 2 wheels, you know? Yeah. Round and round we go. Back to the same point. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Because most of the videos I see is just talking about getting all of these separate mic setups and everything. And maybe it's just because this is a really obvious solution, but, you know, nobody said anything about it, so it wasn't quite obvious. It kind of is, but it wasn't, because you just see everybody else doing, oh, like they're doing this and blah, blah, blah. You know, all I saw was people talking about getting a separate mic, getting the media pod, connecting that up, and there really didn't seem to be any good reason other than the ability to record your mic audio from to your GoPro, you know? And that was it. That's like literally the only thing that hooking that up and getting that media pod seemed to be for. It doesn't seem to do anything else other than add some extra functionality to something that could already be a part of the camera. So I'm not going to be buying that thing anytime soon. There doesn't seem to be any reason to buy that media pod that I can tell. So I don't think that it's worth it. Don't go buy it unless you really need to. But so far, what I've been catching from this little setup has been working out quite nicely, and it is a lot cheaper. So just don't do it, guys. That would be my advice.
Alright, so hopefully you guys can see this, but this is the app that I'm using right here. There's the basic one, and then there's the pro one. The pro one is the one that I got, $5, super easy, super cheap, one-time purchase. This one here, and there's one Recog, I think it's called. Those are the subscription service ones, and that's why I didn't get that, because I didn't want to deal with that. So in settings here, just under tuning, you can set the microphone to the microphone that you want, either main, rear, etc., etc. Obviously, I choose Bluetooth. Obviously, of course, the Bluetooth is not included in the free version, but it seems to be working pretty well, and so that's why this is the app that I've chosen.